AB3 Anime, what's up, guys? I know I haven't posted any videos. It was because Anime Expo. What a convention, man. So, in regards to Anime Expo, I'm going to do 3 videos. I'm going to do a cosplay video, I'm going to do a review video. But today's video is the one that I've been getting comments on my other videos about. Was the premiere badge worth it? Was this little badge worth all the money you had to pay for it? I had people ask, how was it when it came to the lines? I had people ask, how was it when it came to the hotel? There's so many questions people have about this badge, and I understand because I did the same thing. I did tons and tons of research about the premiere badge before I went to the convention, which is why I decided to buy it. Now, to answer your question, is this badge worth the money? Yes. Can you get by with just getting a 4-day badge? Yes. But here's how that works. Okay, so Anime Expo is massive. Alright, there's no other way to say it other than this is just a super massive convention. It is by far the biggest North American anime convention, literally. So with that being said, there are a lot of people who go to this thing. So a regular 4-day badge still gets you in the building, still gives you a chance to go to all the panels, it still gives you pretty much all the access that we had with the premiere badge, but with way more competition for it. Okay, you get way more competition when it comes to getting in the building, getting in the lines, trying to get tickets for things. Like a regular 4-day badge is really hard. So if you just want to save some money, it is worth it to just get the 4-day badge, to just get into the building. You can still get the panels if you line up early enough. You can still get tickets to things, but you have to be there super early to get these tickets. You have to be there super early to get in these panels. You have to try so much harder. And unfortunately, because you're doing this, you're only able to do a certain amount of things, because whereas with my badge, the premiere badge, I can show up hour, maybe an hour and a half early and still be at the front of the line pretty much, because we going with the premiere line. If you show up an hour to an hour and a half early for some of these other panels with a 4-day badge, you're not getting in. It's just not happening, or you're at the very back of the line, to say the least. So you're unable to do as many panels, you're unable to see as many premieres, because you're having to spend an extra 2 to 3 hours in line if you have a regular 4-day badge. Now that's enough about that. Let's talk about this thing, okay? What do you really get with this thing? Alright, so we did get to book our hotel 2 weeks earlier than everybody else. Now, that made it so that we could book hotels that were way closer. Now, 4-day people could buy hotels when the block opened. But again, it's just a competition thing. There's so many people. With this, I was able to get a JW Marriott. In other words, I was able to get the closest hotel that was like right there. Now, I did see some people with 4-day badges, the general attendees, they did get into the hotel as well. Not as many, because it's a lot harder to get into. Now, I can't tell you how many premiere badges they give out. The best I can do is tell you, because the convention has gotten so popular, the number that they gave out last year, from what I understand, doubled this year. So they did double the amount of premiere fans, which, here's the downside of the badge, it did make it a little harder for us to use some of the benefits with this thing. So this is where people misunderstand the premiere badge, and where some even premiere fans annoy the shit out of me with this. This does not make us gods, okay? This does not make it so that we can magically show up when we want to, we can go where we want to, we can do what we want, we can get any autograph, we can go to any premiere. That's not the case with this, okay? The premiere badge What it literally does is give us a better opportunity to do these things. Okay? We don't have to wait in line as long, which allows us to go to more panels. But that doesn't mean that when you show up to the panel as a Premiere fan, that it won't cap. Okay? So, case in point, I was at a panel. It was the Faku panel. I went to it, and I got there because I didn't have anything else to do. I went and grabbed some food. I sat down outside the door. I was there like 2 hours early. I was just hanging out because I didn't have anything to do till the panel started, which was cool. Now, the line fills up behind me about an hour before we're getting ready to go in there. Now, this badge clearly states in the description, as a Premiere fan, if you show up 30 to 45 minutes early, you'll be let in. Fine print says you'll be let in as long as the room has not capped due to fire hazard and seating. So with that being said, the general attendees for the same panel, the Faku panel, capped the outside at 600 or 700. It was 750 people. They capped outside. They were already lined up. Now that didn't have anything to do with the Premiere line, but with the Premiere badge, you line up with Premiere fans, ADA, which are the disabled, and industry and press. So those four groups line up all in the Premiere line together. The Premiere line for this panel capped at 100 people. This was what they do not tell you is they only allot a certain amount of Premiere fans for the bigger panels. Okay? So you guys can't just show up 30 minutes early and go, oh yeah, I'm still going to get in if it's a major panel, because they literally have a cap for the amount of Premiere fans that can attend these panels. So in the case of the Faku panel, they capped us at 100. So you had Premiere showing up who were completely pissed off that they could not get in, being that they showed up an hour early. But when it comes to the bigger panels, no matter what type of badge you have to line up early. So this does give you a great access to the hotels. It does give you access to the Premiere Lounge, which was amazing to have access to. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. There were times where you'd be walking around, because it's huge. The convention center is huge, and you're going from panel to panel, place to place. Excuse me, my phone's going off. Yeah, you're going from panel to panel, you're going from place to place, and at the end of the day, you get tired. You just do. You get tired, you get thirsty, you get hungry, you want to sit down, have a snack. So you go to the Premiere Lounge. AC, couches, charging ports, free Wi-Fi, free drinks. It was a good little rest area, man. It was nice to have a spot, and it's not loud, and everyone goes to the convention knowing it's going to be loud and people are being screaming and yelling and talking. It's going to be crowded. But it was nice to have a little sanctuary for us to go into and just breathe. And it was so cool to have that. Now, if you're asking me overall, is this badge worth it? Yes. Okay. I cannot tell you how many lines I was able to avoid. I cannot tell you how awesome it was to show up at the building. Sorry guys, my phone is just like, it is like killing it. What is this? Okay, sorry, my phone's going off today. I can't help it. I cannot tell you guys how awesome it was to be able to skip the line into the entrance. So we have our own we have two entrances that premieres can use. And literally after the first morning, now the first morning it sucked because every premiere lined up in the same line. And at one entrance, like the paper said, we did not know that you could actually go into the second entrance. They didn't tell us to line up there. They told us to line up on the South Hall, but it turns out there was a West Hall entrance. And because of this, the line was so huge for Premiere. Even Premiere fans had a long line that day. But after that, I went in through West Hall the rest of the trip. Dude, I never waited. I walked straight up to the door. No people to wait behind. Here's my badge. Let me right in the building. no questions. To be able to shop in the vendor and exhibit hall an hour earlier on day one is completely worth the perk. Not only do you get access to all the exclusives, you get exclusives, you get to look at every table without a crowded area, you get to actually hear what people are saying to you in there and see what they have. You get to hit all the major booths like Funimation and Crunchyroll and Aniplex, and yeah, guys, these things are all there. Vlog video coming too. I got that. I got the vlog video, bitch. I got it. Okay, so but you get access to the exhibit hall an hour early, and it's so awesome to be able to just, if you've ever been to a convention before, you know it is so hard to maneuver and look and find things inside the convention hall. It is insane to look for things in an exhibit hall. And it was so nice to be able to get that freedom and space to look and find things that you normally wouldn't find because it's so crowded in there. And to be able to play video games that no one's seen yet. Yes, they have games in there that no one has even heard of because they don't come out for another couple months. And that's awesome too. Overall, man, I loved it. I loved having the premiere badge. I loved being able to go where I wanted, when I wanted. I was able to do so many more things. I was able to go to so many more premieres. I mean, dude, I watched the Tokyo Ghoul S premiere, the second live action movie. They doing that thing right, man. Shit went so hard. Anyway, man, I got a lot more stuff. If you have any questions about the premiere badge, please comment down below and I will answer them for you so you can decide if you want to get one. And Anime Expo tickets for pre-sale will go on sale August 16th. So they'll have some badges released in, and then you'll be able to buy badges after that. But yo, I'm telling you guys right now, it was definitely worth it. But comment down below if you have any more questions about it. Vlog video coming, cosplay video coming, and review video is coming. So look forward to it, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being active on the channel and supporting me. And man, I just got inspired while I was there. It was so awesome to be surrounded by all that stuff. Anyway, man, see you in the next video.